BTC is holding its range, BlackRock and Coinbase partner up, and we see options expiry coming in tomorrow. Hello, welcome to BigWick Energy, a 100% automated copy trading bot fully managed by the Block Party trading team. It's exclusively available on Mizar, and if you want to get access, just head on over to mizar.ai, check out the marketplace, and we're right there. If you want a truly set and forget experience with automated trading, then this is for you. There is no monthly subscription. We only get paid if we win. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us grow and bring you more awesome content. Enough yapping, let's get into those trades. It is doing to tell us what we can expect for the rest of the day and potentially the rest of the week. We saw yesterday that we tried to make a little bit of a breakout, and it almost just, well, it did just clip my long trade setup, and it opened up there, and it came crashing back down into this kind of consolidating triangle range, which we identified yesterday, and it bounced at the very bottom of it perfectly at 22,700. Didn't quite meet the short requirements, which was sitting a little bit lower at 22,600. Had we have done that, would have gone into a short token trade, as it would have been a bit of a confirmation that I think we're going down further. Now, it is actually no surprise that when we came back in there, we remained in this consolidation phase, as we do have options expiring tomorrow. Now, what this usually means, in most cases, there is a lot of volatility. It could go either way, really. But I think, there is a lot of talk on the block that we're going to be looking at a relatively bullish pump from this, which is going to be very, very welcomed. And if we do that, it could put us into very, very bullish macro sentiment, in that when we start to look at the longer term aspect here, position where we are moving more towards the top of our range, of the longer term range here. So, we could end up seeing 25,000 to 26,000 if we do break out of this consolidating triangle, and if it does all go well. Of course, a lot of ifs there, which is not ideal, what you want to hear in trading, but this is crypto, guys, unfortunately. Other definitely bullish macro information that has come out today is Coinbase has partnered with BlackRock, or BlackRock has partnered with Coinbase for institutional investment, or at least opening the doors for their clients into crypto, which is amazingly bullish. So essentially it's crypto trading for the institutions, all via Coinbase. So that's going to be super duper bullish for BTC and Ethereum. And of course, Coinbase only announced a couple of days ago that they've just introduced Ethereum staking for institutions. I think these two bits of information are very clearly linked. So they're the kind of two main factors that are affecting Bitcoin at the moment. General on-chain metrics is saying that in regards to the longer-term holders of Bitcoin, they're moving a lot of their Bitcoin off exchanges and into cold storage, which is extremely bullish, because it basically means that hodlers and long-term holders of Bitcoin are happy with the price, happy with what they've got, and they're not looking to sell anymore, which is super important. We don't want the whales selling anymore. But again, we're going to have to see what happens when we come out of this consolidation triangle. So for the most part, I did get caught up in the frenzy of looking to break out here. I did actually think this was coming down to a retest, and we're going to be going up to the 25k mark. So I opened up a few longs, but at the end of the day, I'm not too distraught about it at all, because I did feel that if we had broken back down into this consolidation triangle, then we would bounce here, which we have done, and it's looking relatively stable, to be quite honest, with a good push here. Really happy about the news that's coming as well. So I do feel like we're going to continue on this bullish pressure into tomorrow, which hopefully with the options expiry should actually blast us out of here and take a lot of our trades into pretty heavy profit. So to be quite honest, I did actually want a good bit of exposure for the longs. So let's dive into what the portfolio is looking like at the moment. We'll kick off with Aave. Aave still has the whole news around the GHO stablecoin. So again, with all these news articles and everything like that, I am just again making sure that our average buy price is relatively stable, picking up dips if and where I can. But I do know for the most part this is going to be going up anyway, so it's just about getting as good of an average buy price as possible, and we can start to extend this range. Once we break into a bit of a break even, then I'll see what the general market sentiment is and look to extend the take profit on that. BNB down, not doing a whole lot, to be quite honest. It's just sinking down as BNB price rises. Not too worried about anything there. Again, I do feel that all we need is one little blast down, and these things close so quickly. Moving on to DOT or Polkadot, we had the news release of Alchemy expands its infrastructure into Polkadot ecosystem via deal with Astar. And yep, realistically, we got in here and I expected this, to be honest, to go straight to take profit, but then Bitcoin dumped really hard and brought it down. So this will be getting back into these regions very, very quickly. Super happy about that. Ethereum, same again. This is just tracking Bitcoin. I feel as though we've got bullish sentiment going on here. So we're going to be heading out and breaking out of this. We've got a bit of a mistake, that triangle. We have looks a little bit more like this. So this is what we're kind of looking at the moment. We want to be breaking out of this trend line here. As we've tapped it a couple of times, we do have a nice little bullish divergence appearing here. We filled this weekly pivot nicely, and yeah, I mean, this is just going to follow Bitcoin. There's not really much to say about it than that. If we can get a breakout, I feel this is going to be filling very, very quickly. H-bar is just a real nice chart, to be honest. I thought we were breaking out here, but again, it got taken out by Bitcoin. But it did not crash all the way down to the lower end of this range. And for me, this is super duper bullish. We bounced off the middle of the range and we're looking to break out again. And I think this is going to really pump pretty hard. My side, but it's finally getting a bit of market structure, which I do like a lot. And as you can see, we've got this big triangle formation. We've got 3 taps on the lower trend just down here and 2 just up here. So I do feel we're going to be following this general pattern. Probably testing a little bit, get a nice little pump up, and then we should break out this consolidation and look to absolutely blast up. Look at the consolidation down on the volume as well. So we're just looking for that breakout. Link down. Similar scenario to BNB, except it's not doing as well as BNB. So we want Link and BNB to do badly, and we can close these trades. But Link, for the most part, like I said, I think this will shoot up just as quickly as it came down. Mana, we have a nice breakout of the channel, which was descending channel. Exactly what we want to see. Came down for a retest, and it is playing out perfectly. So again, expect this to be going to 5% within the next couple of days. Matic, we had the FUD surrounding it, that everybody was going to unload their tokens, but it came back that the founders were going to keep hold of them, which is awesome news. That is exactly what we want to hear, and they're not going to be all dumped on the exchanges, which is awesome. But as far as this kind of looks, we're just onto this more minor bear flag now. So breaking out of that, and we should see it blast straight up to the 5% TP. Quantum, we're slightly breaking out now. We want to see a bit of volume and a bit of pressure coming in. As you can see, this massive drop off in volume comparatively from all the excitement around the news. And yeah, the dust is settling a little bit now. I do feel like it's not going to take much. Since there's not a lot of interest, any kind of bullish interest now is just going to absolutely blast it up. And again, with the rest of the market, when Bitcoin goes, it's going to take everything with it. Shiba Inu, it's been doing well. This has been performing very, very nicely. I think it's just a matter of time before we get back up into the regions there of 5%. SNX, wonderful looking charts. Probably if we go into a lower time frame, then it looks a little bit clearer. That's what we're looking at. Perfect breakout. Came back down for, wouldn't necessarily say that's a retest, but it's definitely a retest of support just here. And we bounce around nicely. So this is looking like a really strong, nice support that we're holding. We're going to bounce, and we should basically see something of this nature. Maybe testing this tonight. Bit of a rejection, and then as BTC breaks out, I foresee that breaking out up there as well. Sol has been doing well, all things considered. So their very, very public hack, which there was a lot of press around. You know, I think it's, I believe it was Slope that said they had the seed phrases written down, which is kind of like, you know, 101 of what you should definitely not do with seed phrases for wallets. So that's essentially how it got leaked and all the wallets got drained. Pretty dumb, to be honest, especially when it's not actually a failure in the system or the blockchain or a bug or anything like that at all. It's just poor security. So bad negligence, bad. But, you know, like I said, these things happen. So let's see what comes of it. Theta's actually looking really good. I think BTC is actually dumping as we speak. Yep, there it goes. But back to Theta, looking good. It was just in profit about a minute ago, and it's rattling around there. And I do think that we are going to be seeing, like with everything else, when Bitcoin breaks up, we're going to be seeing a bit more of a breakout here. I'm drawing that triangle for. TRX down. This has just been going for a long time. In fact, actually, all these down tokens are going to start pumping, which is nice. And XRP, finally. We looked at this yesterday, and it's looking good. We've just broken out and we're retesting. So as soon as we find some stability and support, we should, again, blast up there. Any kind of news from the SEC case is very, very welcome, and we'll see how that plays out. But that pretty much sums up our Big Wick Energy and Block Party trading portfolio today. Of course, give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps us bring you more of this awesome content.